Hi there, it's so nice you're watching. In this video, I'm going to tell you about one of my biggest dreams that came true a couple of weeks ago. I was hosting a painting retreat in France. This retreat was for Dutch-speaking people. Next year, I'm planning to do another retreat. So if you want more information, please send me an email. My email address is in the description below. By the way, it's my birthday and I'd love to celebrate that with you. So you get 20% discount on all of my online classes, except the ones that are already discounted. You can find the code in the description below, and I'd love to welcome you in one of my classes. The code is valid until the 1st of August 2024. We're now still in France and we're visiting a friend. She lives in the Corrèze and it's a wonderful garden, as you see behind me. And we will stay here for a couple of weeks to work a bit, to paint a bit and to help her a bit with all the stuff in and around the house. And fun fact, last year we've been recording an online class here, and that's Discoveries. So I will put the link in the description too. Let's go back to the video. In the video you will see an overview of the week. You will see the lovely location, the students and their work. And at the end they all have a flip through of their work so far. My mini book that I created afterwards about this week is the guideline for this video. So you will see a piece of my mini book and then you see the rest of the day. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss a thing the next time. And we saw most of you haven't subscribed yet. It would be wonderful if you do that. It really supports us. So have fun watching the video. So this is where our week started, Febe opening the fence. I hosted a retreat in the south of France in the Aveyron, in a countryside nearby the town Saint Izaire. Last year we visited this place and I knew this was the dream location for a painting week. Funny enough, the place is called Rêve, which means dream in French. So after 2 weeks of traveling, you can see the start of our trip in the previous video. We arrived. To get to Reve, you have to cross a bridge. The river is called the Dourdou. The estate is a small village that was a ruin until Joeri and Febe, the Belgian owners, completely restored it. Now they have 3 lodges for guests and 3 camper spots. It's a wonderful experience, a perfect place to let go of your busy life and to take it easy. And in our case, to have all the time of the world to paint. They have a private beach where you can relax and take a dip in the river under the bridge. In the main building, there's a kitchen where Febe and Joeri prepare the most delicious food. And of course, the studio. Febe has a ceramic studio. Look at this. Here I'm turning it into a true painting studio. On the first day, everyone arrived, meeting all the participants and their partners with a lovely welcome drink. And after everyone installed themselves, we had our first wonderful meal. On day 2, we wanted to visit the flea market in Tournamire in the morning, so we had an early breakfast on the balcony. This was the very first time that I ate a Brussels waffle for breakfast. Look at this. And look at the view. And this is the painting group. Ad, Yvonne, Ankie and Karen. And with the 5 of us, we visited the flea market. It was so nice to visit the market with like-minded people hunting for art journal treasures like old stamps, postcards, fabrics, etc. The page of my mini book is from a magazine from 1916 that I bought on the brocante. In the afternoon we had our first painting session. The theme was working with new materials, for example with a grass halm, which you can also see on the left page. It's about to begin. This first part of the painting session was about playing around and rediscovering the inner child, exploring new painting techniques and also very old ones like painting with your fingers. We also worked with palette knives, branches, and one assignment was to paint with something unusual, like grass halms or honesty. In the second part, we started working on backgrounds for our art journals. Here I show how to work with one of my favorite techniques, the roller or brayer. Already on the first day, everyone had so much material to make collage in art journal or work on an extra assignment creating a mini book about this week. In the studio we had a red star's nest, so I drew them while mom and dad were flying in and out to bring food to their kids. And here we're watching our results of day 1. Everyone was enormously productive. So after this session, it was time to enjoy a well-deserved meal. And after a good night of sleep, it's breakfast time again. Back to the studio, there are some backgrounds already painted that we haven't showed you. The painting session on day 3 was all about flowers and plants. Everyone went outside to pick a flower or a leaf to draw in various ways. and after that we had a great lunch. Also with flower petals. And day 4 was about arches and bridges, but jelly printing was the most popular thing. Even our only male participant printed some vine leaves. Look at this. And here he's proudly presenting the result. Yvonne wanted to paint the entrance of the studio. And also Ad was drawing some scenes inspired by the surroundings. Old stone walls, and he even went outside to make some sketches of the bridge. On day 5, we had no painting session. Everyone had free time to do something else or use the studio. During the week, every participant had a one-on-one coaching session to set creative goals, talk about their challenges, and evaluate the process. Here's Ankie proudly showing her mini book. In the afternoon, all of us had a cooking class with Febe, Joeri and Luca. We prepared the evening meal together. Some of us went to the forest with Joeri to pluck some leaves, herbs and collected moss. Others plucked vegetables in the garden with Febe. Anthony and Ankie prepared the crème brûlée with Luca, the pâtissier. After that, it was time to wash and cut the vegetables all together.
Die sterker dan de sterkste storm.
And this was why we went to the forest. The method to make this dish is called forest floor. We got a hot slate and lamp from the local farmer and cover it with moss and leaves. And then wait for a couple of minutes and it's ready. And for the vegetarian people, they had vegetables from the garden. And finally, Anthony and Ankie finished the crème brûlée. Some of us were so inspired they worked even at night or started at 6 a.m. Not this one, called Nelson. On day 6, we created a mini collage with patterned paper, magazines and much more. Ad didn't work on a same-like collage, but he integrated some earlier work in his art journal, so that was a kind of collage as well. This was a day of extreme focus, of completion and putting everything together. Everyone mentioned a word for this day, and the words for today were production, intensity, integration, and flies. Why flies? Sometimes there were just too many of those. On the final day, day 7, we had a class about landscape painting. Here Yvonne is searching for a composition with a frame. The cats, Nora, and Nelson want to be in the painting as well. Art found himself a nice spot between the sheep to sketch the mountains. Then my parents arrived to stay for one night. And Anthony showed them around in the little Reve village. On the left page of my mini book you see another flower that I'd drawn on day 3. And on the right you see some words. Everyone had to tell in one word what the painting classes were like. On the next page you can see a part of Febe's weekly planner for the menus for breakfast, lunch and dinner. At the end of the afternoon we had an exhibition for all the guests, partners and the organization team. We put together all the results . It was time for a speech. And a big thank you. And for some presents. Heel groot applaus voor jullie allemaal. Dank jullie wel. Now you can see the art journal flip-throughs from all the participants. We collected all kind of things we found interesting for our art journal during the week. Sometimes it were flowers or paper napkins, sometimes it was an amazing textured plate, a bird book or a bouquet of flowers we took from the dinner table. Febe and Joeri were constantly wondering where all these items were. But in the end, we gave it all back, of course. During the week we were singing a lot too, and we created a playlist of all the songs of the week. And at night, after dinner, we had a last cozy evening with music and kind of an open stage and time to sing our playlist. Abandoned houses, people are gone with the wind. I feel so empty with my thoughts, nothing. We've been driving for so long to find a place to rest. I wouldn't wanna live here, it's all bad, but it's alright to stay here for the night.
2 minuten? Hoeveel komt er?
Dat is best wel goed voor Nederland eigenlijk. Als we
Ja.
rijk weten.
Ja, begin. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich.
And he's looking in the broekie.
My mini book ends with the words, "What do you do when your dream came true?" Because this was a fantastic week, thanks to all the participants, their partners, and the perfect organization and catering by Joeri, Febe, and Luca. So what to do next? You will see this in the next episode, where we travel along with my parents and our cat Pearl. So that was it. Thank you for watching till the end, and I have a bonus question for you so I can check out if you've been watching it till the end. What would be your painting dream, your artistic dream? So please answer that in the comments below. In one of my next videos, I will show you the finished pages of my art journal because I've been working a lot on those pages afterwards. I was, of course, the teacher, so I haven't had much time to work on my own art journal. I did, but I have created a lot more. So if you want to see it, this is an example of one of my pages. And if you want to see more, please be there the next time. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I see you next time. Bye bye.